What is going on, everybody? Super Yankee for Life here once again, and I am back here for week 15 of my NFL picks for 2019. Gonna get right into it, waste no time, with the Jets and the Ravens, which is the Thursday night game. Um, I don't understand why the NFL insists on putting the Jets in prime time. I think this might be the second or third time they've done this. I don't understand. But hey, at least we get to see Lamar Jackson in prime time. And there has been a lot of talk about Lamar Jackson this week. Should he play with this quad injury that he's dealing with from the Bills game last week? There's no real simple solution to this issue other than maybe to treat like a preseason game. Let's say if the Ravens get off to like maybe a 28-3 lead by halftime, maybe you bench him for RG3 for the second half. If not, then play him the whole game. If he's healthy, fully healthy. Um, but I don't expect the game to be that close at all. I think it might be close for like a quarter and a half, and then the Ravens will pull away. So I'll go with the Ravens. Patriots at the Bengals, man. For a team that is 10-3, I believe, um, the fact that they need to videotape a team that's 1-12 is kind of concerning to me that maybe that there's more issues there for this team than we originally thought. At least on offense. Defensively, they're still very good, but man, offensively, it's a combination of things of Brady being at his age of 41, um, skill position players not being very good, offensive line not being as good in protection for Tom Brady. The play calling's been bad. Um, just I don't think for the Patriots offensively it's one particular thing. It's like I said, it's a combination of a lot of things. Brady being old, skill position players not being good since Gronk is no longer there. Play calling's been bad. They're not running the ball. I've been stressing this last few weeks. I think you got to get Sony Michel going and James White, give him some carries as well. But that I think offensively, I think they need to establish an identity on the ground with those running backs, and maybe the offensive line will play better as a result. As for the game itself, I don't think they will need to try that hard offensively to beat the Bengals. I think they'll do just fine. So I'll go with the Patriots to win by maybe 10 points and get back on track. Tampa Bay at Detroit. I guess I'll go with the Buccaneers, man. I don't know. Detroit, I mean, this will probably be a close game because Detroit's been like in close games throughout their entire season, and they'll lose this one as well. Although then again, maybe Jameis Winston will throw a pick six at the end of the game and they'll win because of that. Who knows? Yeah, he might do that. Bears at the Packers. I'll go with the Packers. Yeah, I'll go with the Packers. The thing is with the Bears is I think they might have found their solution, not problem, their solution to Mitchell Trubisky's problems. Um, Maybe have him be more of a scrambler. He's no Lamar Jackson, of course, but maybe have him be more mobile outside of the pocket because he's shown me enough times that he's just not a consistent passer from the pocket. So maybe having him run more bootlegs, maybe get him more out of the pocket, maybe have him scramble a little bit more, will allow him to flourish more as a quarterback. But as for this game, I don't know. Maybe it's just an aberration. Maybe they were just playing against a really soft defense in Dallas, and maybe he'll go back to being a pocket passer and not being as effective. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers at home. They've been really strong at home in 2019. Houston at Tennessee. I'll go with the Titans on this one. I just can't figure out Houston. They get a big home win 2 weeks ago against the Patriots, and then last week they let Drew Lock absolutely shred them against Denver, and I don't get it. I can't understand Houston. So like just when I think it's okay to get on the Houston bandwagon. They remind you like, yeah, Bill O'Brien is still in charge, and offensively they're very hit or miss. And yeah, but for the Titans, they looked really good. They have looked really good on offense. Ryan Tannehill has looked really good. Uh, I I think of all the teams that could potentially scare the Ravens and the Patriots and the Chiefs in that AFC, I think the Titans could be the team that is the sleeper team in that conference. Of course, if they were to win the AFC South, I actually will pick them to win the AFC South if their offense continues to look like this. Um, so yeah, I'm going with the Titans to win at home here. Denver at Kansas City. I'll go with the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is dealing with an injury issue as well as Lamar Jackson, but I think he'll be fine. He says he'll be fine. All signs point to him being fine to play against the Broncos. And I think he should have. I think this will be a. I don't know, man. I think Denver's got something special with Drew Lock here, and it might be just a one game aberration, but uh, I think he showed a lot in that game last week against Houston for me to say that, you know what, maybe Joe Flacco is not that. Man, I want to feel bad for Joe Flacco, but on the other hand, it's just like he's not good. He has not elevated himself since winning a Super Bowl several years ago. So yeah, I think this could be a high scoring game. Surprisingly, I think this could be a sleeper game for game of the week in week 15 here. But I'll go with the Chiefs at home. Miami at the Giants. I'll go the Dolphins. I don't know if Daniel Jones will be cleared to play. Doesn't really matter. Both teams stink. I think Miami stinks just a little bit less, uh, which is saying a lot because at the beginning of the year they stunk a lot, and they still do. But I'll go with the Dolphins to win here. Philadelphia at Washington. I'll go with the Eagles. I think the Eagles. If I had to pick a team out of this shithole that is the NFC East, I'll go with the Eagles to win the division. Uh man, yeah, that well, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's winning that division. Whoever the 5 seed is in the wild card round will beat them, and they better beat them because I will laugh myself into cardiac arrest if Dallas or Philadelphia beats the 5 seed in the wild card round. That it'll be completely inexcusable. Seattle at Carolina. I'll go with the Seahawks to rebound after getting dominated by the Rams. I think the Rams defensively have looked really good. So um, as of late, so I think Russell Wilson may have just had a bad night, just had an aberration of a bad night, whatever. Jacksonville at Oakland. I believe this is the final home game for the Raiders in their old stadium in Oakland before they move to Las Vegas. So if it is, then I'll pick the Raiders to end their run in Oakland on a high note. If not, then whatever. Both teams stink anyway. Cleveland at Arizona. I'll go with the Browns. Um, I think I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure their playoff hopes are just gone unless Buffalo or Pittsburgh just completely just falls off the falls off the face of the earth. But whatever. Minnesota at the Chargers. I'll go with the Vikings. I'm still not sold on Kirk Cousins. We'll never be sold on Kirk Cousins. Um, but I think the running game will I think their running game will do fine against this defense for the Chargers, or maybe not. Maybe Kirk Cousins will be forced to throw 50 times, and they'll end up pulling off the upset because Kirk Cousins is not very good. Rams at the Cowboys. Hmm. I'll go with the Cowboys, I guess. I I don't know, man. Both of these teams like will do everything in their power to give the game to the other team. Because Jared Goff's not very good. Jason Garrett is Jason Garrett. Um, But I think Dak Prescott will find some way. I don't know how he'll find a way, but I think he'll find some way to lead this team on a game-winning drive, game-winning touchdown, field goal, whatever. I don't know. At this point, I just don't care. I just don't care about the Cowboys. I just don't care what they could possibly do. Jason Garrett needs to go. I hope to God they don't sign him in the offseason to a longer deal or just let him walk in free agency or whatever. I just don't care, man. I'll go with Dallas. If the Rams win, I won't be shocked. Falcons at the 49ers. I would go with the 49ers. I'm still not sold on Jimmy Garoppolo, but he did have, I think, his best performance of the year against the Saints. I think he looked a lot better in the pocket, still had his bad habits of, abandoning pockets, clean pockets, throwing off his back foot, stuff like that just infuriates me. But for the most part, I thought he looked good. He'll have to consistently do that if he wants to give this team a better chance at potentially being in the Super Bowl this year. Because, like I said, now it should be worth noting that they lost some key members of their team. Their starting center is out for the year. They lost Sherman and Dee Ford for a couple of weeks as a result of the game last week. So they're going to be shorthanded on that defense a little bit, and offensively, it'll be interesting to see where they go with their running game without their starting center, who I think is one of their best offensive linemen, if not the best offensive lineman they got. So um, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Kyle Shanahan now attacks um, on offense going forward. But I'll go with the 49ers. They shouldn't have too much of a problem beating the Falcons at home. But hey, the Falcons are a weird team to figure out because they start out the year with like 1-7 and they won 2 in a row, both road games, I believe, and yeah, they're just a really weird team to figure out. The Sunday Night Football game, Buffalo at Pittsburgh. I believe these are the two wildcard teams currently at the 5 and 6 seeds. I'll go with the Pittsburgh Steelers at home. I just don't trust Josh Allen. I trust their defense. I like their skill position players are not really well known, but I kind of like them. I think they have enough upside, but their quarterback is just not very good. I wish Sean McDermott would find a way to utilize his best skill set, which is his mobility more. But as a pocket passer, he's just not very good. He's like Trubisky in a lot of ways. He's just not very good as a pocket passer. As for Pittsburgh, they are going to get, I believe, James Conner back and Juju Smith-Schuster back, which is going to help Devlin Hodges. I believe that's his name. That's their new quarterback's name. I think that's going to only help him. So I'll go with the Steelers to win there. And then the Monday Night Football game, Colts at the Saints. I'll go with the Saints to rebound, mostly because I just can't trust the Colts whatsoever. So yeah, those are my picks. Hopefully you enjoyed. Until next time, Super Yankee for Life signing off. Peace.